This is Andy C on Drum and Bass Arena, and you're watching D&BTV.
Why are you here today? What's going on?
I'm here to support the cause, man. It's a good day out. Everybody come down for the More Fire video. Freshy's apparently been advertising a set by me, but I ain't had enough to drink yet, so we'll see what happens about that. But it's a good day. It's a good day to see a lot of heads down there, and you know, hopefully everything should come out. Everything's been going well. They filmed some stuff yesterday, and that was all good. So you know, it's just like it's going to kick off 2003. Really, it's going to be like the first big D&B release of 2003. So it'll be all good.
So you're trying to get in on the video then? You're trying to get your face in there?
No, I'm lurking up the back. Me and Groove have just been standing. I'm lurking up the back. I'm seeing everybody. We'll see what happens. But I just got here and it's all good. There's a lot of people in here. A lot of people I ain't seen for a while. So it's nice to catch up with everybody.
Where are you playing? You playing anywhere tonight or?
Yeah, I'm playing Maidstone tonight. Up in the Loft tonight, and then tomorrow night going to be down in Birmingham and Fabric. Saturday in Leicester, and then off to America next week.
Okay, do you sleep at any time at all?
I ain't today. I've just come out of the studio at 9:30 this morning, so I'm a bit tired today. But yeah, it's been all good. It's been all good. Been working hard. It's been a good year for D&B. Do you know what I mean? And it's sort of like it just keeps on. Seems like it's just keeping on progressing and getting bigger and bigger. So don't really enough hours in a day. You know, sleeping can wait. We've got a few years to do that later on down the road.
Do you prefer being in the studio producing tunes or playing out? Which gives you a better buzz?
Oh, they're both completely different things, you know. It's like you cannot beat the buzz of playing out and having a big crowd feeling the vibe and all that. But at the same time, it's also special when you create something in the studio. Do you know what I mean? You sit there and you press play on the DAT at the end. You just sit back and you're like, yeah, I can't wait to hear that out. Do you know what I mean? Just like this morning. So hopefully I can play it out tonight and it'll be all right. But yeah, they're both completely different things. Back in the day, I just used to produce and didn't do much DJing, but now, you know, trying to keep the two in working in tandem is hard, you know. That's why there ain't enough hours, but I'm definitely enjoying the both.
What's your favourite tune that you've produced?
I can't whittle that. That's for other people to decide. You know what I mean? I'm always looking to do something, you know, better. You know what I mean? Looking to progress. So I haven't produced my favourite.
What's got your best memory, like, of doing it in the studio? Is there a tune that stands out? You just thought, yeah, I had fun doing that, or that came to me really well, or came together well?
I guess back in the day, for a memory, is like when Ant and myself did Valley of the Shadows. It's like a 4-hour session, lights off in the studio, just like, because up until then we'd been making tunes that weren't really hitting the mark, just learning how to use the equipment and getting into the whole vibe of the equipment and learning how to produce tunes, and that was sort of a magical 4 or 5 hours that it just felt right at the time. It felt like something was a bit different from the norm, you know, and I always remember it, and that's coming up for 10 years ago, so I guess that's a pretty distinct memory in my mind.
How do you think the scene has changed over time?
Oh, it's changed massively. If you check out even, you know, from every level, to the way that record labels are run, the way that the production, the levels of production that were going into tunes, the events that were going on, the amount of events that are going on, DJ styles, everything's just come on so much in the last 10 years, you know, while I've been involved in it anyway, 10, 11 years. I mean, now people are kind of getting... It seems like all the producers are becoming on top of their games, right? They know how to use equipment, and it's more about expressing what's in your head more than trying to learn how to use equipment and make tunes at the same time. Do you know what I mean? And also we've got, you know, organisations like yourself, do you know what I mean? And the other like DOA and all these big websites that spread the word around the world. And like it's all on a completely different level now. Do you know what I mean? A whole bigger level. I paid him to say that. No, so everything's just, you know, so much more out there and so much more worldwide. It's just grown massively, you know. If it hadn't, then you wouldn't be here talking to me, and we wouldn't be standing there filming a video, you know, for an underground heavy D&B track.
You have to say that. He's standing next to you.
Right, that was perfect timing, wasn't it? Was that perfect timing?
Okay, you're not allowed to say Bad Company here, okay? No. But who's your favourite producer?
Bad Company.
No. Other than that.
No, I don't never say. I told you to stand there. I just think, you know, I think everybody in the scene, if you check it, if you whittle it down, you'd just be being unfair to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Because like There's loads, and that's what's good about the music at the moment, is because maybe a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, you could maybe count on one hand, you know, the real, like, who you're checking for tunes, but where the music's had a massive resurgence, you know what I mean? All the old school producers have come back in, and new producers are coming through. There's so many, and they cover all spectrums of the music, from the heavy style, you know, the hard style, to the melodic stuff, you know what I mean? But right now, the good thing about it is it's all got the driving beat and the B lines, and it all works on the dance floor, do you know what I mean? I think that's why there's so much, like, energy back in the scene, do you know what I mean?
Very diplomatic answer, well done. Have you got a top tune at the moment, like when you're DJing and you've got the tune in your box and you know what it's going to go mad to?
I haven't heard this one. There's loads, man, there's loads. It's just a week in, week out, do you know what I mean? Everybody's just coming through with these slammers week in, week out. You know what I mean? I will say one thing about playing out. I'd have a chance to play a lot more tunes out if the promoters would give us a bit longer to do our sets in an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired when you're DJing? Because out of everyone who DJs, you dance constantly throughout your whole set. It looks wicked, but do you ever get tired?
I'm probably doing that because, you know what, you can have anything. You can be ill, sick, have anything, flu, whatever. As soon as you get behind the decks, it evaporates, you know. For the hour or two that you're on, it just goes. It's always been like that. I don't know what it is, but suddenly you feel alive and well, and you just feel the energy from the rave. As soon as you come off, you feel like shit again, do you know what I mean? But, like, while you're on, it's all good. So I just guess pick up on that, do you know what I mean? So...
Is there anywhere you haven't played yet that you really want to, like a city or a country or a particular venue or anything?
Oh man, we've been like lucky enough to go so many places. I mean, this year I've been Japan, Australia, America, Canada, all over Europe. Just went to Budapest for the first time a couple of weeks ago, which was just amazing.
I didn't realise there was a scene in Budapest. Is it rocking there?
A massive scene in Budapest, and the people over there are really, really cool and really, really into the music. Do you know what I mean? In a big way. I mean, the party that I played at, there must have been, like, I don't know, between 1,200 and 1,500 people there, and having it. Long set as well, nice long set, 2.5 hour set. It was all good. So that was a place I've been for the first time this year that was really off the hook. Now I'd like to go Hong Kong, I guess, just to see the skyscape. But, you know, it's like everywhere in the world is just kicking off. Me and GQ just come back from a tour of Australia and New Zealand, and that was just, like, amazing. It's just... I haven't been there for 2 years, and the scene's just gone, like, exploded over the past couple of years, so...
Okay, last question, I'll let you get back to it and have a beer. Have you got any tips for anyone out there who's a really good DJ, but they don't know where to go, who to send mixes into, you know, what to do? How can you...
It's obviously a problem because it's such a hard, you know, any music scene is a hard scene to break into unless you kind of, I guess it's like a who you know kind of scenario, of course, but... I mean, there's so many good bedroom DJs and producers out there. It's hard, you know. Like even around my way, there's so many people that, you know, go around and chill out and all that, and they're rolling out mixes. You know what I mean? And other producers that are just making fat tunes. So I don't know. I guess it's like it's a kind of persevere thing, and you will get the break if you persevere. I mean, when I started out, I sent a tape, and I got picked up like by Elevation and Telepathy off the back of a tape. So you know, it does happen. You know, it's hard. I know it's hard, but it's like you send out, and them demos do get heard as well. Do you know what I mean? We get demos in all the time, and we listen to them. You know, we every few weeks or a month or that, we slot a time by and have a listen to them all. And we've actually picked up a few people for our other labels, like Frequency and Highlight, by doing that. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a case of perseverance and doing what you know believe in, but always have the positivity. Do you know what I mean?
Wicked. Thank you very much for joining us.